And pop the hood and open the hood. You lift up, and to the right of the logo you push upward. Okay, so here on the reservoir, as you can see, there's two lines. One says min, one says max. If we take a look, we're right at that minimum line. Right now I'm on a slight uphill slope, but the ground is fairly level here. So I want to add fluid, so it's probably touching the max line. But basically, as you slam on your brakes, all this fluid will slosh around. And that's why our light in the cabin on the gauge cluster is flickering on and off. But this can indicate two things since the level's gone down. One, it could indicate a leak. I don't see any fluid dripping in this part, but I do want to check all four tires, look for drips. But then it also indicates that maybe our brake pads are worn down. The pistons have to extend further. And if you apply the brakes, that fluid is being pushed out, which is pushing the pistons further out than they normally do. And since I'm doing a lot of canyon driving, I'm going to go ahead and at least just top this off. Then when I do a brake job, if this is overfilled, I could always pop the lid off. An automotive turkey baster, slurp out some extra fluid if we push those pistons in and this exceeds the maximum line. You can use .3 or .4. Right now I have .4 in my system because I had flushed it 2 years ago. It's probably due for another flush, so I'm going to go ahead and top it off with .4 since that's what I have. The only difference is .4 has a slightly higher boiling point. The truck does recommend using .3. So in this case I'm going to stick with what I'm already using, but you don't really want to mix them. You can technically, but it's not recommended. Pop this lid off, and then if you have a funnel, that's always helpful. Open this up. This is highly corrosive, so do not spill it on your paint. As we can see, it's definitely above the minimum line. It's not quite at the maximum line, but I just left it in the middle just in case I do a brake job here soon. I have to push out some of this fluid, but we should be a lot better because before we were right at that minimum line. We're on level ground. I was right at the bottom, but now this is filled up to at least right here, so we should be good. Then take your lid, go ahead and put that on. Just kind of push down and then work your way all the way around the circumference, and that should be good.